certain artists and what they've been able to achieve in their careers, it would be some way to put them in competitive categories. Because imagine maybe Shatta competing with some upcoming act, somebody who has done well in the year and the review and all of that. And then the upcoming act wins over him because of the dynamics of the game, which of course it cannot be manipulated in any way, or the academy and all of those. So looking at that, it may not be cool to put him in a category like that. So we're asking, is it possible that the scheme could look at categories that honor artists like him so that it is not competitive?
George Kwe, Senyanya Chumwa, any Nimwa. I see no reason why George Kwe, of all persons, should do what George Kwe did. Now George Kwe, you Ghana Hanum say. Don't to any way. Adia wa yef sa music awards with George Kwe. George Kwe.
I'm sorry, but no artist in Ghana is bigger than the Ghana Music Awards. And I've said that. I don't know, can't say artists being a kukudrobe sending me DM. Ebeki Kana James without the artist who is Ghana Music Awards and blah 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 blah. No artist is bigger than the Ghana Music Awards.
Peace FM entertainment host Kwasi Aboagye a few months ago on Shatta Wale having serious beef, to which Shatta did Mami Atem very well. No, I don't know he is back again. Omia Shatta kon Mia George Kwe, and so a con during the same show MCI Eboa a top beam native, and so a can drain basa concerning this same issue. Now answer me, break it down this story for you. More question, Mamu, do you think Shatta needs to be honored the next TGMA, formerly VGMA, and not partake in the award scheme? Just an nominating under certain categories, or you think say and what say a yes sir, because if they do that the scheme might lose its credibility and eventually collapse? Can you let us know what you think? So DSC and a few days ago in a witness says a Shatta and in a team led by Juwe and the manager stormed Shatta House office to say thank you to them. Now, the purpose, and they said they supported his Shatta Fest with logistics, stage, lighting, mic, sound, Shatta House, and contributing massively to make that show a success. So, as a good person there, it is right to go and say thank you to anyone that supported you. Now, during the visit, George Kwe, who happens to be a top fan of Shatta Wale and also a good friend, make his suggestion being, and I will make it.
Certain artists and what they've been able to achieve in their careers, it would be some way to put them in competitive categories. Because imagine maybe Shatta competing with some upcoming act, somebody who has done well in the year and the review and all of that. And then the upcoming act wins over him because of the dynamics of the game, which of course it cannot be manipulated in any way, or the academy and all of those. So looking at that, it may not be cool to put him in a category like that. So we're asking, is it possible that the scheme could look at categories that honor artists like him so that it is not competitive? So that if, for instance, in a year like this, that it is clear that Shatta has done well, I don't know what that category would be, but it is non-competitive. It is an honor that can come with maybe a mini documentary, it can come with something else. If we can look at something like that, then everybody knows that for this year, this person is the one, just as you have for a Lifetime Achievement Award, that award, if something can be looked at for acts like him so that it is not competitive per se. So we know that, look, this year, you look at Shatta Wale, or you look at Medical, you look at APC, based on these metrics, this person ought to be given this honor. And then all the media and everything that goes with that honor. And I think, it would work both ways. It would be good for the artists, it would also be good for the scheme and for the fan base and everybody. So that we do not always put everybody in that competitive category, but there are some that have worked, and when they work hard, and that work can be picked out and honored. Because sometimes when it comes to the competitive categories, various dynamics come to play, and fan bases can just go and then they will vote and all of that. When sometimes the board would want to go one direction, academy may go one direction, public may go one direction, then that is where the controversies are created. So here is just an appeal being made. If something can be looked at, a specialized category for acts like him who have done well and excelled and are up there, so that we don't just put all of them in that platter. And then at the end of the night, they are still in that auditorium. Their names are mentioned as nominees, but their awards go to other people. I know it's not the practice in other parts, but we can be the pace setters. We can start this, and who knows, other countries may emulate and also start awarding their artists in that direction. So it's an appeal that I'm making. That I think
it's a suggestion, and we can only take it to the board for discussion. But one thing I know is that the Ghana Music Awards is an evolving scheme, and for 25 years. And beyond, now 26 years, that this year was 26 years and beyond. What it looked like when we started is not what it looks like now.
Yes.
The categories we started with and all the various things that we did have evolved with the changing society. So it's a good suggestion. And every year what we do is we always sit down and look at the industry and we look at what's happening, what are the trends, what's new, so that we are up to date. So that we don't get.
So as you heard George Kwai, or say Shatta outgrow, being nominated. He said dancehall artist of the year, artist of the year, reggae dancehall, or say look, Shatta has outgrown those things. Ain't me nominating, nominate any other young upcoming artist under the same category. Now, dear Shatta, a year industry, he deserves to be honored. So George Kwai was suggesting, say, Anka, year, Anka, they should create something to honor Shatta. Wale, well, a lot of people had their opinions concerning this suggestion that George Kwai make here. One of them, Kwasi Aboagye. Kwasi Aboagye say, America, look, Taylor Swift, Beyonce, Rihanna, Rick Ross, Jay-Z, name them. They are huge during their concerts. Puli crazy number of fans, now so they all sit under the same award scheme, fight with upcoming artists on the bargain nomination for award. We don't have anything like creating a special category or a special honorary for any artist our Grammy. So what is George Kwai saying? Also we there enya onya gbemi onya som onya du na bia asem na mom yentenase na analyze na obi eja fine mumien kotie di okai
opinion da image bureau ano Ghana for minim say dodo na nim George Kwai na orei aka asem bi George to de bi a wotumi ha me cause ebre bi atwemu yi George Kwai no kaka bibi Ghana Music Awards ho ena we be kire ma adwen kire no ena o sure de me be court George Kwai ti anu kra menene yaka e kire no be pa acho na ebom na o twin so George wa kan sembi na nsem na George Kwai aka no mi tie pa na msi George Kwai pa rade nyankopon mi di na tia wan hwa me nipa bone because se nyanya atwuma mi nima de konti ba mi nua George Kwai na odi san susue ne beba bagana won yempe no kore mensu mi no kra mi kentia na mi hu ehi enya atamfo bebre minim sa me no kra mi kenti otherwise George Kwai se nyanya atwumwa eni hwehweni mu a I see no reason why George Kwai of all persons should do what George Kwai did. Na George Kwai yeni Ghana hanum say nyuntuni we ade a waye sa music awards with George we hu aba George Kwai. So George Kwai o kotena Shatta house for him na say o ka say nyuntuni bi because e be a fan base and say senia o hwe nipa no as if say wa bro the competitive nature of awards in awards yen create some non-competitive scheme be na say nyom to bi die bi a womo so sin award scheme massa ɛyɛ mo mi enjoy sa Grammys ewiase afa na nnwomtofoɔ ekuku dam wɔn pribi. There's nothing like, look, nnwomtoni Michael Jackson obi timi hunu no efenti ono kura ya nhyɛ dan creative non competitive and so as if say Michael Jackson domo edi n'echi Ewurabaya nansen wa beya wo bo show a mi ametimi gina say na say Ewurabai e wa America yi nti nipa ya wo nyina to ticket ya wo akɔhwɛ ni eju bi Taylor Swift Beyonce nom omu nyina gina mu the same Grammy no mu ya compete fans a wo mo no enye yen fans bia eya amamo me enye sa nhwehwenim ni nya atwom ni ase bootlicking ni sa niam bi sa no eya embwa industry no yempe no kreka asem no kan pin na chese okoka obi be fi se bia wotan obi we nya sa. Allow the musicians to compete. It adds to competitiveness of the awards. Ghana Music Awards, after all, they have lifetime achievement award. Eti nyumtuni se uba brana kodu baby na mpinfo fi se nyumtuni we baby a wabo bra kodu ni ni awaye wa nyumtu adwuma yamma na baso. There's lifetime achievement awards there. So what is this thing about? Because uni Shatta namdi yanko creative some category now, then it's like nyumtuphobia womu you see baby omedunu how can they be competing with this? How can and Michael Jackson no ni amun compete? How do we grow industry with this kind of attitude? How can we grow? And here me want to say Shatta Wale so ti ono boni trinko, which means he lies there was. Hey, really?
So right after making that suggestion, MC Ayeboa, a top beam native, I mean, very, very good friend of Stonebwoy, and so Edin I drink chair by to which it is not a crime, to be honest. So MC Ayeboa, I say, look, nobody is bigger than any award scheme at the TGMA. So Ono, she strongly disagrees. Just as how Kwasi Aboagye said, say George Kweye nimu or bootlicking as kissing no the same way and a MC Ayeboa and so born agri. Mumenko tiene adofo.
George de me ami nipa but me sure so no anka so kan same way or tina sia or hwe me sure so no ani timbu ne fo kakra. Because over the years no TGMA ewo the standard and a war senior usifa niema. And one of the questions that mpese me busa me ho na nka George wa hanka me busa no yima no and they say a dear criteria na say dear na or they say artists be abroad award scheme no the competitive side wa abroad so into ono nko an yen create some you kind saying award be near famo no nko. Because the truth of the matter is, and just like TV outlined, there are several categories Ghana Music Awards more. Yan to swaba. And no you choose technically say be a board ne academy. And now say yes oh I see wa boy Juma 10 years near into year per artist say be a 10 years. I know yes, but everyone says see you be a public so it's not that even that is even competitive. Yeah, it's still competitive. And see what criteria na George shares or they share who say Shatta Wale bro competitive side of the scheme with yen create BB man. I think that is far fetched. And honestly speaking, I don't know. Because say if Shatta wants to return to the scheme, I think say you just have to go through the right means. Have a conversation with the right people can only omunya banta say you don't want to be a part of the scheme, and if you want to join, just join. Say your Bible can you say you okwasi na ensesana jin enti se wanka sankasa what na se ehunu say no baby a ebi a medu ana say ango fufra me pese me de me career from I need the biggest scheme that is the biggest scheme in my country that recognizes certain niema me as an artist. I don't think say fair be a wom and na kwadwo kasa na oka bibi so person who say your no pa na say be a George na adwenya. I want to believe say knowing the George Kweye that I know Mijini ye pa say asem we ya di o matsena dem adwene ho aka na George Bekaye. It is not out of the blue. It is something that they have thought through. And omudi pia bonting and omoyeding omudi buy no mbetuja. But I'm sorry, but no artist in Ghana is bigger than the Ghana Music Awards. And I've said that. Adana me kan wahanu say artists being yakukudro be sending me DM. Ebeki kana jeans without the artist who is Ghana Music Awards and blah 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 blah. No artist is bigger than the Ghana Music Awards. So why ye Jumano, Nasa, whatever it is that you've done, it falls under what category was he nominated to? You be nominated. Nasa was so advocating that ye to swab and swab. Or man for no ebe to swab. I don't think anybody is bigger and Nasa will be a pa the competitiveness of the award scheme. Munti was he creating some special category be edimoni pano. Say you do baby na a lifetime achievement awards Shatta Wale necessary edimana. Ye de be manu. Okay.
Peace FM.
So once again, the question for you, and he said, do you think, say, a special category should be created in honor of Shatta Wale or some, honorary award be, or you think, say, it is not right? Well, Wadrin Chair could also play a role. Kindly write whatsoever you think under the comment section. Adolfo, if you were able to watch the video till this point, we say thank you, God bless you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Vimbas TV, so, Ena, Mui.
Vimbas TV.